Habari za saizi. It's an honor for me to stand here today to participate in the conclusion of preparation for the Education for Sustainable Development Strategic Framework for the United Republic of Tanzania. I extend my thanks to UNESCO for the dedication and leadership in coordinating the development of this framework in collaboration with the government and all stakeholders, including development partners, CSOs, and youth. Your tireless commitment to this endeavor has been exemplary, and it is a testament to the organization's dedication to advancing education for sustainable development. I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to UNICEF for their generous financial support, which made the validation process a reality today. Today's endorsement marks the peak of a comprehensive preparation process that involved stakeholders from across our nation and regional levels. This inclusive approach ensured that the framework resonates with the needs and aspirations of our diverse communities in our national context. The member states of Southern African Development Community, SADC, subscribed to the United Nations 2030 Agenda with its 5 critical dimensions, also known as the 5 Ps, which are people, prosperity, planet, partnership, and peace. Goals for all countries include education for increased agricultural productivity, sustainable industrialization, investment in infrastructure development, and renewable energy. These initiatives go along with education that supports conservation of biodiversity, sustainable, fair, and equitable use of genetic resources, clean air and water, and better adaptive capacity to climate change. All these have implications for quality education and for teacher education, TVET, higher education, as well as adult citizenship education and community learning in a Southern African context. Education for sustainable development towards achieving SDGs is the global framework for implementing ESD for the period started 2020 up to 2030. ESD for 2030 builds upon the lessons learned from the Global Action Program on ESD that runs from 2015 up to 2019 in response to increased importance placed on ESD to promote the contribution of learning content to the survival and prosperity of humanity. ESD for 2030 places emphasis on education's contribution to the achievement of all 17 Sustainable Development Goals. It aims to review the purposes and values that underpin education and reorient all levels of education and learning to contribute to sustainable development and to strengthen quality and relevance of both teaching and learning. Since SADC envisioned thriving and inclusive sustainable development via creating employment and new opportunities for its people, member states collectively developed the regional ESD strategic framework to serve as a reference document for the development of respective national ESD strategic frameworks. It is also against this background that ministers at their joint meeting in June 2022 first directed SADC Secretariat with the support of UNESCO to develop a costed action plan and monitoring and evaluation tools to accompany the regional strategic framework for ESD in SADC and report progress at next meeting, and urged member states with the support of UNESCO to organize national policy dialogues and to develop and or review their national ESD strategy and report progress at the national next meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, following this guidance, ESD policy dialogue meeting for Tanzania was held from 28th February to 1st March 2023 in Dar es Salaam, where key stakeholders that is policy actors and education leaders, CBOs, youth, and NGOs involved in ESD initiatives were engaged to promote for integration and mainstreaming of ESD into policies, curriculum, and institutional leadership activities, and to agree on the development of a national strategic framework for ESD in the context of ESD for 2030 framework. Finalizing the ESD strategic framework is a clear signal to the world that Tanzania is dedicated to shaping an educational landscape